Hi, it's Connie McDonald from Salem, Oregon, but I'm coming to you from the Home Kitchen in Hawaii, where I'm visiting my grandkids, my daughter, my son-in-law, and my grandson, and we're having fun today with making marble art. So I'm holding up this kit that I will put a link into for you that you can get from Amazon to your door. And it's about $18, but it's worth it. So what we did is we took everything out of the box, and Keziah and I put this together. And there's a powder in the box, which is, we call it magic water powder, but it's really called carrageenan, and that's a fancy word for seaweed. And you mix it together according to the instructions in the box with water, and you whisk it. And when you whisk it, Keziah said, oh no, it's not mixing, but it does. You let it sit and it dissolves, so it's really cool. It's what allows the paints to float. Then the other package you'll get in your kit is alum, and A-L-U-M, and that's what you mix with water and soak either your paper or your fabric or your wood that you're going to then do with the paints in marble art. And then the paints itself, if you can gel down here, sweetie, you get the primary colors. You get white, and you get blue, and you get purple, and you get yellow, and you get red and black. But because Keziah has good taste, and she wanted to have some pink, and she wanted to have some green, and some lighter blue, we did little Dixie cups and mixed white with blue to make light blue, and red with white to make pink, and then of course green and yellow and to make green. Or was it blue and yellow to make green, right? Yeah. And the reason we did that ahead of time is if you know about painting, if you mix a color, it will make another color. But once you got the waters dripping in the paint, the water that we're going to do here, it won't mix. So we had to do it ahead of time. Okay? So let's stop and we're going to play and come back. Okay? Hi, we're back, and now I have my trusty assistant, my granddaughter, lovely Keziah, and she is going to demonstrate the beginning of the marble art. So Keziah, what colors do we normally start with to coat the surface?
You either start with white or black.
I
started with white, as you can see over here.
So why don't you do it again so you show them the technique?
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put 3 drops down the middle. 1, 2, 3.
See how they spread? And ideally, she'll do a couple more, and coat as much as possible. So do a couple more just to see.
And then you put it along down the sides.
And it kind of is like a backdrop or a canvas. Yeah. Just 2 more down that side, yeah. Isn't it great? Look at how that spreads. Okay, so now you get to choose your favorite color for the next one. What color would you like to do?
I want to do pink and blue.
Okay, now she's chosen some wonderful colors, but what happened is in the kit, you get the primary colors. We get blue, and we get black, yellow, red, and I think, what's that, purple?
This is purple, this is black.
So what happened is she had to mix some colors ahead of time, and she made this lovely pink. And what colors did you use to do that?
I used white and red, simple color chemistry, math.
Yeah, very cool. And what's cool about this is normally the squeeze bottles is what you do to make the dots and make the designs, but we're going to have to be very experimental in how to apply the pink. So I'm going to suggest that she dips it in and then just shakes it in the top. This is an experiment because we made our own colors. A little more. You could, if that doesn't work, we can squeeze it and then drip it. Why don't you just use this as a dripper?
Okay.
Yeah. We're being inventive here because we didn't want to just use the colors that came in the books. Okay. Yeah, and then watch it spread. Wow, look how cool that's spreading. Now do one over there. And this is amazing because it's just, we can make all sorts of designs. And do you want to keep just 2 or you want to do another 3?
I'll do a few more.
Or 4 or 5. It's your design. Okay, maybe one right here so that we have I love it. Okay. Now what I'd suggest is in marble art, you do a stone, you make stones usually, and a stone is a circle inside a circle inside a circle. So choose another color and drop it into the center of the circle. Why don't we do a dropper just because that way they can see how the difference between the dropper and that's beautiful. Okay, so she's going to drop inside the circle. Alrighty, just one drop and see how it spreads. Love it. Okay, why don't you do that with each of them, sweetie? She's creating what they call stones. And then if she goes back and she puts another color in the middle of it, I'd suggest that. Any color she wants to put in the middle of that, and it'll just make these lovely stones or dots or whatever. Yeah. And Keziah is an artist, so she's not afraid to try new colors. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Look at all that spreading. I love it. And then she can go back and put another color in the middle of that. Yep, it's lovely. Yep. All right. And I like it. And Keziah, is there one other color that you can do from a dropper to do in the center of that? What color would you choose?
Let's do the red.
Oh, that'll be marvelous. Then we can show you one of the simplest designs that you'll have fun with. You can use a baking pan, or you can make a disposable pan, so you can do anything to put the carrageenan water in. Okay, now to show a very simple design, because I pick up your skewer, your bamboo stick or whatever, and what I'd like you to do is, I'm just going to describe it and then you do it. Just take your, hold it down a little bit more, and I'm just going to not do it, I'll let you do it, but you're going to take your line totally through the red dots and it'll make a vine of hearts.
So good.
Yep. Keep going. It's wonderful. Keep going. Connect the dots. I love it. It makes a design. It's one of the simplest designs, but it's really cool because you can make a string of hearts or you can make vines or whatever. So that's one design. But the cool thing about marble art, you can keep going. So you can drop new colors, or you can, now that you got that, you can just go do spirals, or you can do, I'm gonna show her a fork design in a bit, but that's kind of what's fun. You can just play with it. Yeah, it's so cool. It's very cool. Isn't that great? And she could add more colors if she wanted, or she could keep it simple like that, but isn't that beautiful? Ooh, I like that. I like it a lot. And now I'm gonna stop it, or I can go grab a fork. I think I'm gonna, well, look at that. She just happens to have a fork there. And then what you can do is you can take the fork this way crosswise to show a design. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, oh my gosh, I love it. Yep, yeah, that is awesome. That is so pretty. Oh, I love it. Now what's neat about this, you can print on paper, you can print on wood, you can print on silk scarves. At home, you tell them about the silk scarf you made your grandma. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes. So we made a scarf for my grandma. Well, there is my grandma right here, but my other grandma. And then we were in Oregon, and then my grandma had a big
tray
of the liquid in here, and then we made a bunch of designs, and then we laid it down, and then we pulled it up, and it had a really cool design it.
Yes, and we're going to show you more like that. So thank you, Keziah. Let's print this and then we'll come back and show you the results. Just to give you a preview, we're going to take one of these cards. Won't do it yet, but we're going to, because it's been treated with a special alum, when we make that card, we do a print, we're going to have a pan of water that we'll dip it in, and it will not wreck the design. So we'll show you the magic in a minute.
Hi, I'm Keziah. I'm gonna print it because I've already laid down my colors and made the design I want. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find the spot you want, or unless your paper covers the whole thing. So what you're gonna do is find the spot you want, and then you can lay it down just like that, gently, and then you can press it down. You can either do this with gloves or without gloves like I'm doing. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna want to have a tray of water beside you.
Keziah, I notice how different the sides are. Tell us why that is.
So this one's more opaque, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
opaque.
it's a print.
And it's a print, and then this side
Is a dip.
is a dip.
So one's softer, and because the paper has got special alum treatment, she can literally put it in the water and the design will not come out, and it just won't be slimy. So that's really cool. Yay! And then it'll dry just gorgeously, and then she can go back and she can either add more paints to that, or she can skim the surface with, what do you use?
We use paper towels.
Paper towel, and that'll allow you to start with another print, right?
Mm-hmm.